Hello, greatness. How are you doing today? I believe that you are all doing fantabulous. So we will continue from lesson number 7. If you have been following the series, we are reading the book Christ in You from Joseph Benner. It is 45 different essays broken into 3 different parts. We are still in part 1 and on lesson number 7. So we do have some 38 more lessons to go. So if you've missed any of these prior lessons, you can go back. I'll put the link in the description so that you can also catch up with us. They are very short lessons. I think the longest is about 14 minutes. So you should be able to catch up with us. And the goal for these lessons is to bring us to the place of becoming the God nature that we are born to be, bringing out the potentials that are locked up in us, the capacities that are locked up in us. Before I go on, the late Dr. Miles Monroe said something. He said that the wealthiest place on the face of the earth is not the oil drills or the diamond mines or the gold mines, but it is the cemetery, because it is there where the inventions that were supposed to come to the face of the earth never came. The books that were supposed to be written were never written. The songs that were supposed to be sung were never sung, right? But I have always thought about that and came to this conclusion that the wealthiest place is not really the cemetery, because it is not the cemetery that is holding these gifts. The wealthiest place on the face of the earth is fear. The wealthiest place on the face of the earth is I am not good enough. The wealthiest place on the face of the earth is man's lack of his identity, not knowing what he is capable of. And so in the land of fear, in the place of the unknown, that is the wealthiest place of the face of the earth. Death only came in to say, time out, because you have wasted enough time. That is it. And so please, again, we are going through these lessons to build us up, to find out who we really are. And when a man discovers himself, nothing on the face of the earth will have the potential to hold them down. And so I want to welcome you again to lesson number 7 from the book Christ in You by Joseph Benner. And lesson number 7 is titled Get Understanding. Get Understanding. The more we know of God, the greater becomes our reverence and our humility. The infinite and eternal wisdom has such exquisite order for every created being. The very stones and rocks are marvels of his goodness. Even the dewdrop obeys a law and fulfills the eternal purpose. Even the dewdrop, it obeys a law and fulfills the eternal purpose. My goodness. And so as you evolve, you discern these higher laws and become in harmony with them. It is one of our most interesting studies to discover the wonderful and the perfect law of living in each plane. If you could see the great interior world, you would almost worship your fellow human beings. My goodness. For God has endowed us richly. You have made mistakes because you have not known yourself. The mighty eternal love is seeking expression everywhere. Malikosia. My goodness. You ask, what is the most practical method of healing the body? Our great teacher, Jesus Christ, always met the need of the people at their exact degree of unfoldment. Thus, some would knead the clay or bathing, others the spoken word only. Jesus never failed to help in whatsoever condition or circumstance. That they came to him was enough. Jesus never failed to help in whatsoever condition or circumstance, because whatever they came to him, or whatever form in which they came to him, was enough. This is where so many of our healers failed, either because they offer something beyond their power to realize, or because they employ methods that have become as words devoid of life. My goodness. The great healer, by reason of the greatness of his love, could meet every need, and only as you love can you really help. Love perceives as never man sees. Suggest with infinite variety the exact method. We are anxious that you should not spoil the great and beautiful work by following any known method, but always by following your own loving spiritual instinct, taking no thought what ye shall say. It shall be given you in that hour. For love with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and strength, and nothing is impossible to you. Jesus never failed to understand and recognize the perfect spiritual body in all men. Your body is perfect in spirit, which is substance. And every part of the material body should act in obedience to the substance, which is the spiritual. So the spiritual is the substance, the material body is the shadow. For the spiritual is the only real. When the senses would indicate pain and disorder, remember your spiritual body and call it into manifestation by the word of power. The body should manifest wholeness, or you are surely making God seem a failure. Later on, when your body functions only from the plane of spirit, its uses will be finer, its obedience immediate. The positive spiritual man will assert himself, refusing to recognize the suggestion of the sense man, and will become the ruler. Christ shall reign in you, and Satan will be under his feet. Fill the house every day with strong positive health vibrations, lifting the very atmosphere into purity and truth. Growth into good is so simple, so natural, for God is working in your midst and he cannot fail. Amen and amen. Excellent. And that ends Lesson number 7, get understanding. This is your brother Vincent Oppong. I am excited about these lessons. And so if it blesses you, share it. Let somebody join us in this journey, and let's be a blessing, bringing each other to the place where God has destined us to be. You are blessed. You are loved. Join the conversation. Put one thing that stood up to you in the chat, and let's grow together. I'll see you in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on becoming all you were born to be. God bless you.